For decades, the moon has been a silent observer of humanity. Cold, empty, and lifeless. That's what NASA always told us. But in 2025, everything changed. Without warning, global space agencies simultaneously shut down live lunar transmissions. Data streams from satellites orbiting the moon went offline. Civilian astronomers were told to disregard anomalies, and NASA issued a single message: technical malfunction. But what could silence multiple independent systems at the exact same moment? Hours later, leaked communications surfaced, claiming movement had been detected on the lunar surface, in an area officially classified as geologically inactive. Then, radio telescopes in Australia picked up a directed signal bouncing back from the Tycho crater, a signal with intelligent patterns. Governments rushed to censor the information. Social media posts vanished. Accounts disappeared. Videos were flagged and removed. And the U.S. Space Command activated a rare protocol, Lunar Observation Lockdown. Tonight, we're breaking that silence. This is not a glitch story. This is an encounter story. It was 02:14 UTC when the first alert hit monitoring centers. The Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter detected heat signatures emerging from the South Pole, a region eternally cold and shadowed. Thermal readouts suggested machinery or living activity beneath the surface. Minutes later, high-resolution cameras from a privately funded satellite recorded a large shadow moving uphill against the slope of Shackleton Crater. The object showed non-ballistic movement, not caused by falling rocks or rover tracks. Engineers confirmed there were no active missions in that location. No probes, no rovers, no astronauts. So who or what was moving? NASA immediately cut public feeds. The agency never does that unless they have something to hide. And when the shutdown expanded to Europe, Japan, and India simultaneously, experts realized we were witnessing a global cover-up. Someone or something had awakened on the moon. Within days, anonymous insiders began leaking encrypted messages to investigative journalists. One stated, "It was not a malfunction, there was contact, a visual confirmation of movement." Another leak described metallic reflections from what appeared to be a structured object, walls forming a right angle, impossible for natural lunar geology. A third whistleblower claimed audio reception of a slow, rhythmic pulse. It wasn't just noise. Fear spread across command rooms. Scientists were ordered to sign new secrecy agreements. Projects were reclassified. Long-planned civilian moon missions were quietly postponed. What secret would demand such immediate silence? Something powerful, something intelligent, and something not human. For a brief moment, seconds, screenshots of the anomaly hit the internet. A dark, towering shape near a crater rim. Its shadow estimated it at 10 to 20 meters tall. The object leaned, then stood upright. Online communities zoomed in and enhanced the image. The structure appeared to have symmetry, and what looked like illumination coming from inside. Hours later, those images were wiped. Search terms suddenly produced NASA debunking articles. Accounts were suspended, and major media outlets released instant explanations. A rock formation, glare, compression artifact. But there's a rule in the world of cover-ups. The faster the denial, the bigger the truth. While visuals were hidden, radio astronomers couldn't be silenced so easily. During the blackout, several observatories detected banded frequency emissions coming from Tycho crater. These weren't random cosmic waves. They were structured, repeating in mathematical order. A scientist leaked part of the data, describing it as a language of numbers. Something trying to be understood. Suddenly, multiple radio telescopes were temporarily shut down for maintenance. The timing was no coincidence. It was a worldwide silencing operation. What could be calling us from beneath the lunar soil? Ever wonder why Neil Armstrong seemed uneasy in later interviews? Why Buzz Aldrin hinted at structures on the moon that shouldn't be there? During Apollo 11, astronauts allegedly switched to a private medical channel, reporting they were being watched by massive craft on the crater edge. These recordings were leaked decades ago and endlessly suppressed. Now, with the 2025 blackout, those warnings make horrifying sense. Someone has been on the moon for a very long time. Old lunar orbiter photos from the 1960s show tower-like formations casting impossible shadows. Some images hint at polygonal geometry, suggesting Mining shafts, hangar entrances, defensive outposts. NASA labeled them camera glitches, but the shapes persisted in multiple images, from multiple angles, across multiple missions, protecting mankind from panic or protecting their secrets from mankind. The south pole of the moon houses permanent darkness, perfect for concealing operations. Lunar maps show deep caverns that could hide cities beneath the surface. Insiders claim the anomaly detected in 2025 originated from a subsurface facility. Something activated, something opened. The question is, was it opening from the inside or the outside? What lies under the ice may not be frozen at all. In 2024, China's Chang'e rover transmitted images of rectangular metallic objects. Soon after, the feed abruptly cut. The explanation: signal interference. But leaked Chinese documents stated the rover had approached artificial debris, technology not matching any known spacefaring nation. Within a week, China increased military encryption on all space transmissions. Rovers don't send encryption protocols. Governments do. A final snippet escaped before the blackout, a glowing arc rising from a crater. Analysts believe it was a hull, curved, seamless, reflective. Then the image snapped to black. Transmission terminated. NASA blamed solar flares, except other satellites stayed fully operational. This wasn't a malfunction, it was a command. Why would every world agency react in absolute synchronization? Because they have practiced it. Documents referencing Silence Protocol A17 describe procedures for extraterrestrial contact, shut all public transmissions, restrict scientific communication, implement misinformation scripts, control narrative through mass media. If Silence Protocol A17 was activated, we aren't looking at speculation, we are looking at first contact. Why the moon? Why not Earth? Because the moon is a perfect watchtower. No atmosphere to interfere with surveillance. Full view of every inch of Earth. A stable base for long-term presence. Humanity thinks we are exploring space. But what if space was already exploring us? Within weeks of the blackout, the U.S. Space Force expanded lunar operations. SpaceX scheduled secretive launches. Classified cargo left Earth at night. New deep space monitoring zones were enforced. Something is coming. Something big enough to make nations cooperate instead of compete. Humanity has never united this fast, especially not for nothing. Experts fear that whatever moved in the Shackleton crater was not waking up, was not discovered. It was returning. The moon may not be a dead rock. It may be a station, a frontier, a warning beacon, now active again. If they are back, who brought them? Why now? And what message lies encoded in the strange signals? One thing is certain, we are no longer the silent observers of the universe. We have become the observed. If you believe the truth is up there and the lies are down here, then you belong with us. Subscribe to the Mystery Vault, activate notifications, and join us every week as we reveal what powerful minds try to bury in darkness. Because the moon may not be empty, but the silence around it definitely is.